welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Indiana Fever in this one as they go up against the Phoenix Mercury. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us. And no doubt about it, fellas, we're starting to see teams click and take shape.
And the faster you can do that, the faster you can start refining what you're doing on the floor, bulletproofing it, if you will.
Yeah, I just love the grit and grind of the early season. Few things are better than watching these teams try to jumpstart their season early on.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Indiana Fever. On Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Golden State Valkyries. Then on Monday, they're going to start a road trip in Chicago against the Sky.
And you know, for that matchup with the Sparks, things starting to solidify as that game is going to be number 10 on the year for them. Teams getting sharper every time out.
Here we go. It'll be the Mercury off the tip. And here's Burton. Here's Williams. Pass to Sabali. Now here's Cloud. McDonald. Oh, and McDonald with the dunk.
A premier passer. Cloud racks up an assist. Really puts her teammates in great positions to score.
Here's Breezy. Three-pointer. And no good. Cloud outside. Pass to Mack. McDonald. Now here is Stevens. That three off the mark.
This is a brand new roster in Phoenix. Only one of their top 7 scorers returning.
And with a new coach in town, they totally redid their roster. Going a little younger, more athletic, more dynamic. It's an interesting collection of talent, guys.
Now here's McDonald. Pass to Mack. Out to the wing. Here's Court Queen. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Breezy with it. She's guarded by Court Queen. To the paint. And Satu Sabali throws it down.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
A terrific perspective of that play from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Now here's McDonald. Cloud. She's guarded by Williams. Pass to Court Queen. Fires from deep. And another three for Indiana.
So reliable, guys. Her offense, it doesn't come and go. It's always there.
The kick out to Williams. Breezy. Up top, Williams. This one for three. Stevens grabs the board.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot. Bodied her up and made her alter the trajectory of the shot that time.
Definitely. Some very sound defense played on that trip down.
It's Burton. Now Breezy. To the inside. Here's Sabali. And Satu Sabali throws it down.
Well, she's not your classic power forward type in terms of size, but she has that tremendous athleticism.
Down low, McDonald. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They're getting great looks, and they're capitalizing. You know, they have to be pleased with this start offensively.
Now here's Williams. She's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Sabali down low, working on Stevens. No good from outside. The Fever leading. McDonald with it. And again, it's Indiana converting. And the Mercury with possession. And here's Burton. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Cloud. From the high post, she drills it.
It feels like the rest of basketball has forgotten about the mid-range game, not Williams. She still uses this part of the court.
And a key member of the 2024 Minnesota team that went to the finals, Courtney Williams.
She was top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting that season, was Minnesota's 3rd leading scorer on that playoff run, showed some serious two-way guard abilities.
It's Burton, guarded by McDonald. Now Burton, looking for her first basket still in this one. Williams, and that one drops for her.
Well, Williams is a center who battles inside. I mean, if she's not a player you're going to be seeing jacking up too many threes.
Pass to Mack. And here's Cloud. Now McDonald. Just 5 to shoot. They get the rebound. Stevens, that's good.
And I like the energy Stevens showed right there, refusing to quit on the offensive glass.
Pass to Breezy. Williams. Offline with a 3.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Here's McDonald. She has 6. Cloud outside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And that does it for the first quarter. The Fever on top, up 9. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move into the second. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
Well, we've seen them really get out and establish an offensive rhythm.
And they're finding ways to score, playing well and getting good offense.
It's Burton. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Inside. And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's on Ari McDonald.
Well, the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs there.
Something you struggled with in your career, Tim, but definitely saved the layup with that foul. She's going to have to earn them at the line.
And the first one falls for her. And that's good as she hits both shots. Here's Cloud. Pass to Egbo. McDonald. Smith outside. Here's Egbo. To the middle. Here's Cloud. And she banks in the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton. That doesn't go, and she's 0 for 1 from the field. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Pass to Stevens. That one's good, and so Natasha Cloud gets the assist.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities.
And she's good on the 3 ball.
You know what? I don't care how far from the bucket she is. You've got to have a defender on her. She's just too good from long range.
Now here's McDonald. 8 points for her. Now here is Stevens. She's guarded by Billings. Here's Cloud. Offensive rebound. Stevens, that's good.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The defense better start buckling down.
They're getting exposed and punished down low.
And the Mercury call time here. And the Fever making a change here. Burke, she's covered by Cloud. 11 feet out, and that one's good, Burke.
And that's using the bounce pass to perfection.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. Pass to Cloud. Now here's Court Queen. There's a screen by Court Queen. McDonald, no good.
Getting a hand in his face like that is crucial.
And here's Breezy. To the paint. Sabali. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the strike for 2. And for Satu Sabali, 2023 was a breakout season. She was named Most Improved Player.
Yeah, it was also a first-team All-WNBA selection. That's going to put you in elite company. In her 4th season, things started to click for Sabali. Now, she's a bona fide star.
First free throw is good.
In addition to being a talented scorer and rebounder, Sabali is also a solid passer and capable defender.
And that one falls, so she hits both of them.
And working themselves to the line here in the second, a nice way to get their offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way. That could pay off as well.
Now here's Cloud. Here's Court Queen. Off target from 3-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Time called here, the Fever decide to talk it over.
Coach saw the players were getting winded and called time to give them a quick breather.
And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter. Cloud outside, pass to McDonald. Now here's Egbo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Shot clock at 2. McDonald, no good. The Mercury trail. Now Williams. She's covered by Cloud. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
A nice run they've put together here to bring it close.
They really got hot, and I didn't think I'd be saying this a little while ago, but now it's anyone's ball game.
Now here's McDonald. She's got 8. Shot to end the cold run. It's rebounded by Sabali.
She's cooled down a little bit after burying those 2 threes in the first quarter.
Now here's Williams. D right on her. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
Here's the Fever with the ball. Loud outside. Court Queen. Pass to McDonald. Here's Mack. Guarded by Sabali. Now Court Queen. 5 on the clock. Cloud. From outside, off the mark. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Here's Williams. Off on the layup.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity she fails to convert very often.
Pass to Court Queen. Back to Cloud. McDonald. Again, the miss by the Fever. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Burton. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. And it's Satu Sabali with the jam.
She's an automatic finisher when she gets into that area.
And she picks the simple one-handed jam to get the 2 points.
Keep it simple indeed, and those could be an important 2 points, guys, in a close game like we have here.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Fever ahead, leading by just 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. One of the stories here is definitely Stevens being able to get it done.
She tore it up on the offensive glass in the first 2 quarters. Full effort.
Yeah, she was incredibly persistent, and that's what it takes to be a successful offensive rebounder. And look, she's making bigs all around the world proud with her play.
The Fever with the lead. McDonald with it. Now Court Queen. Back to McDonald. Misses the 3.
She can't get anything to drop. And the way she's going, it's probably not something she should try to shoot her way out of.
And I'm sure her teammates would agree with that. You know, the last thing they want to see her doing is shooting it more.
Indiana with the ball. Mack. She's guarded by Williams. Pass to Court Queen. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Burton. Now here's Sabali. Inside. Now here's Breezy. She's guarded closely. Here's Williams. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Indiana with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. There's a screen by Stevens. Natasha Cloud from outside.
They start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Well, it's hard to believe, but Natasha Cloud has been in the league for a decade. Really impressive.
Especially when you consider she was a second-round pick. Cloud is an elite defensive guard. Great at the point of attack, and she runs such a good offense as well.
Timeout called the Fever.
Coach thought the players were looking a little tired and called the timeout to give them a chance to catch their breath.
Cloud. Pass to Court Queen. Now Stevens. From past the arc, and Ari McDonald gets the three.
They get one to drop. 1 of 4 here in the third.
It's Burton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Now a timeout called by Phoenix. Williams. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Shot clock at 5. Breezy gets the bucket.
And they finally fought all the way back to even the score. We've got a whole new ballgame.
Yeah, and they've got all the momentum in the world right now after that comeback, so you just have to like their chances the rest of the way.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the ref's attention.
Good call there. Her feet still moving when she set the screen.
And she sort of lowered her shoulder into her, too. A move you perfected, actually, but they were going to get her there one way or the other.
Now here's Breezy. She's guarded by Court Queen. To the inside. Here's Sabali. And Satu Sabali throws it down.
Went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from her there.
And she might be sensing that this is a critical time in the game, guys.
Man, that's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Pass to McDonald. Outside Stevens. That's good, and it's Ari McDonald with the assist.
This offense runs much more smoothly when Stevens is connecting from outside.
Here's Breezy. She's guarded by Court Queen. Sabali the screen. Down low. And Satu Sabali throws it down.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Well, that was a nice way to wrap up that possession, no matter how you look at it.
Over to the wing. Here's Stevens. Back to McDonald. The three ball. Mercury with the rebound. Now here's Sabali. 12 points for her. Inside. And stolen by Court Queen. Elizabeth Williams with the block.
Standing at 6'3" with some legs, some hops. Williams is a premier shot blocker.
Burton, guarded by McDonald. Pass to Breezy. All sorts of time. Stevens grabs the board. Indiana trailing. Here's McDonald. Outside Stevens. From downtown. That one doesn't drop. And the Mercury with possession. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Up top, Breezy. Sabali. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's an 86% accuracy mark. Pass to Mack. Court Queen. Again, the miss by the Fever. And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Williams the screen. Here's Breezy. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And did you see the screen that was set for her? That was how she got to the hoop.
Yeah, just a classic pick play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely. You know, that took the defender right out of the equation.
Three-pointer Natasha Cloud. The third quarter comes to a close. Mercury out in front. They lead by 5. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're set to start up the action in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Pass to Breezy. Beyond the arc. She scores her 5th field goal, and she's taken 9 shots to get there.
And their lead takes another little bump up.
Yeah, their lead is increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is playing out.
Now here's Cloud. And here is Stevens. She's guarded by Billings. Back to Cloud. Pulls it. It's rebounded by Savali.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebounding tip.
They haven't allowed many second chances. It's been one and done for the most part, and that's helped them build this lead.
Pass to Atwell. McDonald. Now here's Egbo. Guarded by Savali. There's a screen by Stevens. Three-pointer Natasha Cloud buries it from three-point range.
I'm sure that's a load off her mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in the first half.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Pass to Breezy. Here's the 3. Egbo pulls it in.
Even without that 3 ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
A nice shot by Cloud.
A nice little wrinkle to her game. At 6 feet, Cloud is a big guard, helps her inside.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. To the paint, Billings. Count it, and the foul. Stevens picks one up.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Mack. And here's Cloud. There's a screen by Stevens. From the arc. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
And once Stevens finds her rhythm, she stays aggressive, which is a nightmare for opponents.
To the inside. And she floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Desiree Stevens got room. And another basket for Indiana.
Loves to grow and improve. Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and that catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
Pass to Sabali. To the middle. Here's Breezy. And a miss there on the triple. Out to the right wing. No good. That would have tied it. From 12 feet out. Takes the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for her. And here's McDonald. Mack. She's guarded by Williams. Pass to Court Queen. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. McDonald with it. Cloud outside. Back to McDonald. Stevens, pass to court queen. 5 to shoot. Back to Stevens. Now McDonald. Takes the three. That shot, no good.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around, get an easier shot.
To the inside. Here's Sabali. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds to the Mercury as Phoenix retains possession. And we have to take another look at that block.
That's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
The Mercury making a switch here. Pass to Breezy. Burton. Shot clock at 6. And there's the 3-second violation.
Fever ball.
The Fever trailing. Now McDonald. Cloud outside. From deep. Again, the miss by the Fever. And here the Mercury. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's McDonald. Pass to court queen. Money! And she has brought them within 2 points.
She's such a clutch shooter. I mean, she just lives for the big shot.
And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
And they're getting that lead way up there right now. It should be easy for them the rest of the way.
Yeah, and at this late stage of a game, a lead that has a team feeling awfully good.
And the other one bad.
Here's court queen. That one a little long. And they foul intentionally, and they're going to have to do it again. They're not in the penalty yet.
A smart foul there to try to extend the game.
Yeah, this isn't over, but the clock's as much of a problem for them as the score is right now.
They need some missed free throws.
And so they foul intentionally.
Phoenix Mercury. Number 18. 2 shots.
She doesn't hit the first, and that was one they really wanted. She's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. And that puts them up 5. Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Quick bucket then foul. It's really the only option they have at this point.
And the important thing, Tim, is who they foul. They don't want to send an ace to the line if they can avoid it.
Exactly, Brian. Find the worst free throw shooter immediately.
Stevens the screen. From deep. Satu Sabali comes up with the board.
Sometimes you just want to show off your range.
I mean, we already know how good her range is, so I don't know why she's firing from that deep.
2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 7-point ball game. Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. What's your take, guys?
This one is out of reach, and I really don't know what they're thinking with the timeout here.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game.
And in the meantime, ruining our plans for after the game.
intentional foul.
Too little, too late. They may as well just let the clock run and save their energy for another day.
Absolutely. Sometimes frustration shows through in a game like this, and I think that's what we're seeing here.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 9-point game here.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
And so it's Phoenix with the W. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, they did a great job of execution, both offensively, defensively, playing in control. When they had a misstep, they got right back to work and made up for it.